Good morning to all. This seventh World Assembly comes at a very decisive time, one that caps an intensive year of reflections, commitments, culminating, as we all know, in the Transforming Education Summit convened by the Secretary General Guterres last September in New York. The Deputy Secretary General and my dear colleagues who have preceded me this morning have drawn attention, I'm sure, to the significance of over 130 national consultations, and I'm sure they evoke the key areas encompassed by the Secretary General's vision statement. This builds on UNESCO's Futures of Education report, as you remember, launched just 1 year ago, and that set out the pillars of a new social contract to repair past injustices and to transform education in order to build most just, equitable, and sustainable futures, all together and for all. Well, the voice of civil society has been influential, has been constructive in all these endeavors, from the Futures report to the pre-summit at UNESCO in June headquarters and to the summit itself. Now we have a shared responsibility to act with urgency, to act in a collaborative and strategic way, strengthening the bridges between civil society, youth movements, governments, and multilateral organizations, both regional and global. The national statements of commitment made at the Transforming Education Summit provide a shared reference for holding governments to account, whether it's to recover learning losses, address exclusion in all its forms, empower teachers, renew curricula, or strengthen digital skills. The 6 global initiatives are rallying points for engagement around the foundational learning, around the green and digital transitions, around the gender equality, conflict-affected situation and context, and of course financing. A majority of countries have also set a national SDG 4 benchmarks, providing a further measure of accountability. Just last week, as all of you know, at the World Conference on Early Childhood Care and Education, which has been held in Tashkent, in Uzbekistan, countries committed to invest at least 10% of total education spending on pre-primary education and to ensure that salaries of preschool personnel educators are at least at par with those of primary education teachers. And this is a positive step towards inclusion, because it's in these earliest years that inequalities and disadvantage can be most effectively addressed. With its solid roots at national level and positioning in regional and global forums, including the high-level steering committee of SDG 4, the global campaign is uniquely placed to keep the pressure and lobby for education to be prioritized in policy and financing as a global public good. Together, we must build up the global movement for the right to education, making a right to education a real core of the policy we have to implement together, a force for social justice, human dignity, and sustainable futures. I thank you very much. I thank you very much for your commitment, your mobilizations, and I wish you an excellent and productive World Assembly.